press start. Video games!
Hey there, what's happening? We're gonna do a recap of Comic-Con 2014 that was just held in San Diego. A lot of cool things were announced. Comic-Con's always a big event. Let's get right into it. The Avengers.
Yes.
Nine, what do you think about that?
Age of Ultron. I'm excited.
Who's Ultron?
Ultron. You really want to do this right now? Dude.
Okay, continue.
Ant-Man will set up Ultron because they also announced the Ant-Man movie with a small little snippet of information.
Yeah,
for
they
that.
didn't announce, but they showed off.
They showed off Ant-Man. There's no official announcement, but
Did you say Ant-Man?
Oh no, there's an Ant-Man.
like little tiny ants that pick up
Marvel
crumbs of
character.
food.
There is
His own movie?
He's getting his own movie because
Well, they've known about that for a long time.
if they're following the story arc, I think they're following. It's going to be that Tony Stark and Hank Pym create Ultron together as a security agency for S.H.I.E.L.D.
Sure.
That's the idea behind Ultron. He is this AI that cannot be stopped.
Fun fact.
But he becomes self-aware.
Like things
And
do.
that's what causes the chaos. I don't know that they'll go exactly that story route, but I think that it's going to be co-developed between Hank Pym
I think that's the easy way to
Tony
set
Stark.
it up for.
That'll be the best way to set it up for the Avengers universe that we're currently in.
Yeah.
So I think that's where they're going. What really excited me, and I'm so excited about this,
What are you so excited about?
Tell us.
my absolute favorite Iron Man suit was clipped. They showed a gauntlet from the Hulkbuster Iron Man spinning on a set. And then the next piece of art they showed was Hulkbuster Iron Man battling the Hulk.
Yeah, the
so I'm
concept art.
extremely excited to see Hulkbuster on screen going toe-to-toe with the Hulk.
So explain to us what the Hulkbuster suit is for.
Beating up the Hulk.
Ooh. Story
Yeah.
elements.
Can't really, that's kind of hard to do.
That's why Tony Stark had to make a specific suit
Just for him.
just for the Hulk.
I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with like superhero movies. I think it's first of all, I mean, as we can see, almost every movie that's released is just like sold out.
It's just getting bigger and bigger.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean,
and then-
hundreds of millions of dollars at each movie.
the early reviews are.
Thor, Transform. I mean,
Well, don't put Transformers in
The
there.
Transformers is in a
Especially
different category.
especially
That's
not
Michael Bay.
Transformers.
He
I'm
gets his own
saying
specific
that,
category.
Like, those things are getting okay. But,
all right.
Spider-Man, Batman, Superman.
Oh, yeah.
But-
the Avengers.
They're getting
When you
bigger
put
each time.
Joss Whedon and Christopher Nolan behind superhero projects, it's a gold mine.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like,
they're
just
just taking the stories we already know
instant
and they're making
money.
them great.
Because there's so many fans out there that are like, finally.
Yeah,
Finally.
I
Right?
get to see this.
I
don't have
loved
Joel
all the Iron Man
Schumacher.
movies. I loved the Avengers movie.
It was.
How can you not? It's a big budget superhero movie.
I can
All
tell
of
you.
them in there.
I mean, everyone likes superheroes.
We've been reading these comics for years. Now we can
biggest
see these
thing
people
is-
in real life.
That's exactly it. Since there are so many fans that expect them to be done right, you have to get it right.
Sure.
Exactly.
And Marvel's casting agency has done so well with casting characters from their comic books that fit the role of the character.
I mean, they're not going to mess this up now.
No.
I mean, the Ant-Man movie might be the way
Now,
to do it. But
I don't know who's playing Ant-Man. I didn't catch that, but I'm sure they'll have a good fit for him, Hank Pym.
I think Simon Pegg was related to the film a long time ago, but I think he's out.
That
So
would
I'm
not fit.
Sure.
That would not fit.
Speaking of interesting and controversial castings, let's talk about Batman.
Oh
versus
my
Not
Oh,
controversial.
God.
Not controversial.
So who's your favorite?
My favorite Batman?
Superman? Oh.
Superman sucks. But anyway, I'm gonna watch. It's called Batman versus Superman. Top billing for a reason. It's Batman.
Ben Affleck, of course, is cast as a Batman. Hey,
Don't knock it till you see it.
I agree with that. But I've got my reservations. I mean,
We
I
gave
hope
Heath
he
Ledger
does a
so
good
much
job.
crap. Rest in peace. We gave Heath Ledger so much crap when he was
the
cast for
best
the
Joker.
Joker. He's one of the best.
I thought it was a
If
good.
not the best.
Right. I mean, you can argue.
Yeah.
I like Jack Nicholson
I
personally,
Nicholson's
I
great.
said if not the best. That would be
Hamill
my
great.
other one.
Exactly.
All great.
but they are two totally different Jokers.
Oh, sure. And,
Like,
I
and
mean,
from two totally different universes.
yeah, and they play that up nicely.
But no,
But
Heath
anyway.
Ledger did. Yeah, you like that? Heath Ledger did an excellent job. He got really into character and just went psychotic with
And
it.
that kind of caused something else to happen.
Let's not
which,
talk
you
about
know-
that. He did good.
Yeah.
The Scarecrow was cast really well.
Oh yeah, Cecilia Murphy.
I would really like to see Harley Quinn,
I
That
don't
would
know
be
that you're going to see
interesting.
Harley Quinn.
but I don't
she's-
think you ever will
Yeah,
because
I
of the
don't-
fact that now,
Yeah, I
with the
think they're
Joker
gonna
being
let that-
gone.
Until they do another Joker, I don't think you're going to see a Harley Quinn at all.
So
It'll have to be a whole new
Batman
universe
versus
again.
Superman, of course, announced at Comic-Con. I mean,
Well, not the last Comic-Con, but they showed off.
The
final
teaser.
Trailer,
They
finally.
showed
trailer.
Finally.
And it's.
I wish it was released already, but we've only seen the cell phone
Oh,
footage.
I've seen the handy cam footage. And
Everything.
I've watched it a bunch of times, and I'm sitting there crying each time because it looks great.
What is the release on that?
Oh, 2016.
26.
Yeah, it's 2 years out
It's
still.
been pushed back twice already.
Well, yeah, because the Justice League movie's 2018.
Something
So
like
they still got a lot of setup to do for that.
But from the teaser trailer, if you haven't seen it, try and look it up somewhere on YouTube.
Before they all
Batman.
get blocked, because it's going to happen.
It's old Batman.
Batman in his big suit, going up to the bat signal, ripping off the tarp,
Turns it on.
You see it, it lights up the sky, and he's there with his glowing white eyes, and you look up, and there's Superman
With his glowing.
in the middle of the bat signal, glowing red eyes, and you're like, oh yeah, it's gonna happen. And I'm totally getting the Dark Knight Returns feel in this one, the big Batman suit versus Superman. Batman.
The only thing I hope from this, and you're going to hate me for this, is I hope Superman kicks his butt at least once.
It's just gonna be like Freddy versus Jason. They're not gonna let one of them win.
No, I just hope that he beats him once.
Sure, but
Because even in Freddy versus Jason, Jason won one time and Freddy won one time, and then it just came out to a dead draw.
Yeah.
Theoretically, Superman would win, because if you're going according to the
Nope.
comics,
No.
Superman's practically
No.
invincible.
And I'm with Gage on this one.
Batman always wins because he's
Batman
smart.
is Bruce Wayne is the smartest person in the DC universe.
Yes.
And that's where he gets his leg up on
Carry his
that.
kryptonite with him just for these cases because Superman.
Okay,
sucks.
you got me there.
Anyway, and of course they've got Aquaman build for this movie and the cyborgs casted. So
Yep.
I can't wait to see them all come on screen. I just want to know. I want to see it, and then I want to see how it leads into Justice League.
Do you
Yeah, I think that's going to be the key. I think there's going to be a good segue there for.
I mean,
for,
the title is Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, which you got to think is Justice League coming.
Well,
and they might be friends at the end of the movie.
I want.
I don't think they're going to shake
See,
hands.
that's what that made me think about. There is like the opening credits to the show Friends, and if I see those DC characters doing that, I'll lose.
the
my mind.
fountain dance and
Yeah, with
whatnot.
the
I'm
fountain.
totally
Now,
lost
my
here.
question
You're like,
is-
well,
Is each character for the Justice League going to get its own independent movie, much like the Marvel series with Thor and Iron Man and Captain America and all
No,
that?
don't waste your time on it. Don't.
If they make a Cyborg movie, I think they would be shooting themselves in the foot.
Cyborg, Aquaman,
Now, Wonder Woman,
possibly even the Flash.
Wonder Woman could get her own movie.
Dude, they
'cause
tried to
she's
make a TV show and they canceled
I
it before it
know.
even
I thought
aired.
she
And
was getting her own movie.
they had a
she's
TV show
cast
ready to go.
for
Just
the movie.
and they
she's
brought her
not
out on
cast
stage
for a
with Henry
T-
and Ben Affleck. Anyway,
yeah,
but they had the
anyway.
Wonder Woman show in production. Canceled it. I mean,
the remake.
Yeah.
There was one back in like the
super popular back in the
70s or
70s.
80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
And she has done cameos as Wonder Woman and
Right.
several other things already since then. So that's kind of, I can't remember her name.
All right, more
Moving
announcements at Comic-Con this year was the Guardians of the Galaxy. I guess they're getting another movie.
Yep, already
Already,
announced the
and the
sequel.
movie's not even out yet.
Yeah, which I mean, the first Guardians of the Galaxy, which hasn't even hit theaters yet, getting a lot of good buzz. I'm seeing,
Oh, yeah, looks
I'm seeing certain
fantastic.
reviews that are saying this is better than the Avengers,
Which is going to be hard to top.
which terribly hard to top.
Same director.
Same director.
That'll
Joss
explain
Whedon
it.
is just a genius with this stuff. Like
I-
Marvel has hit the gold mine with Joss Whedon.
He is
So
kicking
why
down
would
doors.
this be better than the Avengers?
I think it's just getting better.
It's just stepping up. Like
I think it's
with-
building
just
up
like
the hype that
The
we've built.
director?
No, I
getting
think
better, or-
it's the movies in general. I think it's
quality
building
of
up
the
hype.
movies.
I think, and this is just me. Iron Man 3 wasn't good.
I loved
think it's
it.
taking the Marvel fanboys and going, all right, let's get off of that Iron Man
okay.
3 hangover. Here's Guardian of the Galaxies. Oh my God, Avengers 2 stuff.
Here's the thing I was talking about earlier. Iron Man 3, for me, I kind of agree, it wasn't the best Iron Man.
Dude, it was
but
Tony
still-
Stark
Iron Man
takes
2 was the
vacation
best
in
Iron Man.
Tennessee.
But here's the thing.
Iron Man,
Iron Man
wasn't
3,
in
I
it.
loved
still
it.
did hundreds of millions of dollars. I
Of
mean,
course,
it's
it's
a
just the
superhero
And
name.
it
movie.
closed
It's just
out
good.
that specific storyline for Tony Stark.
Right.
Now,
Now,
Iron Man was in
granted-
the movie for 20 minutes.
Granted, Whedon said he wouldn't do the Avengers without Robert Downey Jr.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
the
Junior
Mark
wasn't even
Wahlberg rumors that were going around as him being Tony Stark,
no.
I'm so glad they got canceled.
Well, like Marky Mark?
I like Wahlberg.
I do like him.
He
He's a
will
decent
not
actor,
be-
but he's not.
He is
He's
not
a
Tony
bad
Stark.
cast, yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. fits that character, Tony Stark.
I think Mark
to the
Wahlberg might be
bill.
done with some comic book stuff after Transformers for a little while.
He could do the Turtles too.
Oh man, just get rid of the turtles. Let's not talk
He
about
can
these
just stick with
turtles at
Michael
all.
Bay and his
They
groupies.
have noses.
They got noses. Oh my! Don't get me started on the noses. No, I don't want to talk about it. Let's move
Okay,
on.
moving on. The Master Chief Collection. Let's talk about that.
And
Gage,
now-
I know you at
Yeah,
E3. you
E3
had
got a lot of
chance to-
time
yeah.
with the Master Chief Collection. About an hour of sitting in a room just going, just with the Master Chief Collection. They put out a cinematic trailer where they showed off where Blur showed off a bunch of their cinematics.
Blur,
coming to the
people.
game. I mean, it's like those cinematics that Blur does, second to none.
You can't touch them.
I mean, they're at the top
And
of the
for
game.
people who don't know, Blur is responsible for all of Blizzard's
Yeah,
stuff.
And they did the Halo Wars cinematics also, so
Yep.
they've been in the Halo universe before,
Right.
and these just look incredible. I remember seeing those cinematics for the first time on Halo 2, and I'm thinking, this is great! And now for the Anniversary Collection, awesome. Other news coming out, Zanzibar is going to be another remake.
That's a confirmed remake,
for
Matt,
Master
for-
Chief Collection, which I love Zanzibar.
Who doesn't?
I mean,
Who
Zanzibar was
doesn't?
great.
I think this is, Nintendo does a really good job of tying all their characters and their universe together. I think Microsoft is just, it's more than just a fan service game. I think they're really,
Microsoft is consistent.
I mean, with
Yeah.
this Master Chief
Like-
Collection, they've got so many, I mean, the multiplayer maps, you've got all the games in there, you've got
Halo 5
everything.
beta.
That's just
Nightfall.
insane. That's a lot of games.
Oh, I mean, that's 4,000 gamer score. That's 4 games. You've got like 40 hours to
4 games on one
it's
disc.
insane.
I think
How do they
Halo
even fit all
fans will
that?
buy it. I think if you haven't gotten into Halo, this is the way to get into it.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially if
yeah.
you're new to Xbox One.
Oh man, I mean, it's just
Like
so many-
Xbox One is your new console,
Yeah.
your first Xbox console. This is a great way to get people who have never played the staple
Yeah, the new generation gets to play
Exactly.
the new games in
in a beautiful, beautiful
HD,
setting.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
So
November
Master-
11th.
So the Master Chief Collection and Halo, just a staple for Xbox. For Sony, has a game from Naughty Dog that's
Naughty Dog.
a huge
Sony's
title
mascot.
for them. The Last of Us, and some interesting news about this.
So basically, confirmed Last of Us movie coming, and
Last of Us movie.
Will's super excited.
I'm not that excited, but I am excited.
I might just wait for the movie
I
instead of
just
playing the
love the
game.
atmosphere.
No,
You haven't
because
played
I
the
don't
game
think
yet?
the movie.
I haven't even
I
touched
don't
the
think
game.
the
Oh
movie
my
is going
God.
to take
I haven't
place
touched
during
it.
the
It
game.
is
I think it's going to be
fantastic.
pre-game.
Okay.
Pre-game.
In talks,
Pre-game.
Interesting theory.
in talks to play Ellie right now, very early, kind of started on Twitter too, is Massey Williams, who plays Arya Stark on Game of Thrones. Super popular character, Game of
Yeah.
Thrones. Everybody loves her. And then just to see this, people are like going, this is the perfect casting for Ellie.
Yeah,
I mean, she's
I
a young
agree.
actress.
She's a good fit.
She's great in Game of Thrones. From the
Why
first
not Ellen
couple episodes
Page?
I've seen. Huh?
Why not Ellen Page?
Okay.
Ellen
so-
Page
so-
is kind of older, and she
So-
might not want to.
So
And
when,
she probably
the
sued.
Beyond Two Souls for the PS3 was coming out, and then The Last of Us was being worked on, there was some controversy about that. Ellen
They actually had to
Page's
change.
character.
Naughty Dog actually went through the effort to change Ellie, like
not
3/4
look
into the development process, just so that Ellen Page would get off their back.
yeah,
Because they were very similar, but they are two totally different characters. And in my opinion, those are both great games. Beyond Two
have not
Souls.
played it yet.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I'll play The Last of Us on PS4.
Last of Us is amazing, but there's a movie coming out. So excited about that. And more Comic-Con news. Mass Effect 4. Obviously,
yeah.
the Mass Effect series is very
Huge.
very popular. And here comes the 4th game. I mean, some announcements that were made.
I mean, it's not Shepard. Totally
That's a
different.
huge relief for me,
Yeah.
actually.
Just tons of other stuff coming out. I mean, BioWare put out a bunch of stuff, and there's a video out that I do for Mass Effect 4, so you should check that out. There might be a link somewhere.
I'll put it somewhere.
I'll look at Nate to do that.
I got this.
But check that video out. BioWare also showed off a game called Nightmare or something. I don't know. There's a teaser trailer out. They haven't showed too much about it, but it's apparently like a survival horror game from BioWare. So I'm interested to see more of
Interesting.
that. Yeah. So kind of under the radar right now, but looks cool.
The maker
Okay.
comes back.
Mass Effect 4 is going to be huge. And more Comic-Con news. Link was announced, and Monster Hunter 4 as a playable character.
Which basically is the only playable character for Monster Hunter 4 right now. Everyone's gonna be like, I'm gonna be Link. Of course.
Exactly. Who wouldn't want to be Link?
Who's gonna go like, yeah, Link.
Again, Zelda fans, like we were talking about in one of our other episodes about Hyrule Warriors,
Yep.
people are going to buy it just because it has an affiliation
Yep.
there. People will buy
Exactly.
Monster Hunter 4 now just because.
Link's
is in it.
Yeah. I mean, Monster Hunter 4 is a big series anyway.
Oh yeah,
I went out and bought
huge
Soul
series.
Calibur 2 just because.
Because you
of
could
Link.
play as Link.
That's
well,
why
the
I bought it
GameCube
on
version
GameCube.
only.
Right.
But
I didn't get it on any other system. I got it on GameCube.
You know, they almost had Link as a character in Ultimate Marvel Alliance on the
That'd have been
Wii
crazy.
or something.
Wow.
Yeah. Little fun fact. Second fun fact of the episode.
Some more fun at Comic-Con. The Smash Brothers tournament for the 3DS.
Yep.
They actually had that there.
128
I wish I
players.
was there. I would have just played it the whole time.
128 players. And of course, it was the same. I'm hearing two different reports that it was the same build as E3. It had the same characters. And I'm also hearing that it was a recently updated version of the 3DS version that was a little faster, played more closer to the Wii version with less like landing lag and things. I mean, if you're technical about Smash Bros, things like that.
Which a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Especially in competitive.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, the
and I was
competitive
round,
watching the streams on Twitch through Nintendo and just checking it out, and there were some glitches you could see going throughout the game, and the people were talking about it. I mean, it's still an early build of the game, which actually we're close to release. We're 2 months out on.
But they could
October
just have the
3rd.
builds with them on hand, ready to go.
Oh yeah. I mean, watch the tournament looked fun. I mean, it's still Smash Bros. It's still a Smash Bros. Tournament. It looks great. Actually, person playing Bowser. There's a lot of Bowser going on in this tournament.
Really?
I don't know if that was because there is only 20 characters and Bowser was kind of like a go-to, or if Bowser's just like got a reinvention in this.
Yeah,
People are gonna
it's
start
new
playing
moves.
Bowser.
He looks way
'cause-
different. He's
Yeah,
slimmed
never-
down. He cut off
in
Peach's cake.
He's lost a little weight.
Yeah,
Bowser-
he looks skinnier.
He's a little more fitter.
They made a
Exactly.
mention to say when Smash Bros. Announced that they want Bowser to stand upright more, so he is standing upright.
Yeah,
So I don't know if he's
yeah.
catching more speed, if his recoveries are better, but I saw a lot of smashing of his down air, which was just throwing people off the screen like 89%. So
So a lot of fun stuff at Comic-Con 2014 was announced. Those were just some of the highlights. We just wanted to give you some information about that. And that's all the time we have for you right now.
but tell us what you think below about Comic-Con.
Leave a
We'll get
comment.
back
I
to you.
respond.
Yeah.
I do actually respond.
I do too.
Don't even talk to them.
Check us out.